What's up, everybody? I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And welcome back to another episode of this Freakin' show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast is brought to you by CarterComics.com. That's right, guys. You heard me talk about it before, and here I am to talk about it again. Carter Comics is the best place for you to go for all your comic needs. If you're a collector of comics or you're starting a collection of comics, CarterComics.com is the best place for you to go to continue on growing that comic collection legacy that you seem to be building for yourself. Anything from graded comics to raw comics, they have available to you right there on their website. But if you're the kind of person who doesn't really want to buy outright, you want to auction, you want to battle for your glory, your treasure, if you will, then you go on to eBay where they have 4 different accounts that are available for you to purchase their comics from. And if you want to search them easier than just trying to Google it or whatever you got to do, go to CarterComics.com. On the first page of the website, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and all 4 of them are listed right there. Conveniently, right above a link to this podcast. Because that's how cool we are, because we show up on other people's websites. Go to CarterComics.com, sign up for the Carter Comic Club. That's right. It is called the Carter Comic Club because I'm deciding that now. That's a thing I'm doing. I'm officially naming other people's shit. And until I'm so differently, why not?
Right?
Right? I can do that. So join the Carter Comic Club. Fill up your cart with all their amazing comic books that they have available on their website. And then at checkout, if you use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET, you will save 15% on your entire order of comic books. Why not? Do it today. CarterComics.com. Sign up. Use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET. You'll save 15% on your entire order of comic books. CarterComics.com. Go now.
Nice.
Thanks, bud.
This Freakin' show is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you're looking for your next great read, but you want it read to you, head to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get yourself a free 30-day trial plus a credit towards your first audiobook purchase. That's right. Any book you want on the store for free one time. audibletrial.com/freaknet. Get yourself a free 30-day trial today.
True that, Joe.
That's all I got today.
How's your
I go for succinct.
Right? How's your novel quest going?
My novel quest.
I'm just asking. Well, because you're a reader, I just want to know how you're doing with reading and stuff. You know.
I've been real bad lately. I've been really terrible about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to Christmas, and I got busy with church stuff, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll read after Easter. You know what? If I just used Audible, I probably would be reading something. I have it. It's on my phone. I got lots of books there. Got to use it.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. Yeah. Well, the only reason I ask is because I know reading's one of your favorite hobbies to do. So it's just obviously with me and how my work schedule is right now, I don't got a lot of free time to do things I love. It's either work, sleep, or doing the podcast. So I'm able to at least squeeze this in. So it just gets me kind of envious of other people who have the time to kind of get other stuff done, who have a normal work schedule or a little more free time. So I just wanted to live vicariously through you for a moment in your hobby.
I let you down.
Well, I'm used to it. Not by you.
Fair.
Just life in general. I don't want to say you're letting me down.
I was like, yep, that makes sense.
That is me, all right. That is me. But no, it's just weird, I never thought at this age. I assume when I was younger, late teens, early 20s and stuff like that, I'd end up having a job that I'd be working 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
You grind in your 20s so that you can relax in your 30s.
Yeah, and that was my mindset. I couldn't imagine being 32 years old, doing the labor intensive job I'm doing. There was a projection that I felt I was on, especially around 2012, 2013 when I started at Intertech, and I got into the coordinator position and everything. This was my trajectory and everything. I assume by now, I could have potentially been the operations manager at my office. And then obviously everything changes and, paths get intertwined and crossed and stuff like that. But,
Yep.
You just gotta roll with it, I guess. But I digress. I just wanted to chat a little bit about hobbies.
Yeah.
Not too much. Yeah, we're gonna bounce around a lot today because we don't really have one specific thing to talk about. But I do got a few things I want to discuss. And the first thing is I want to know what you want to freaking bring back.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about this since last week.
Gotcha.
Which is unusual for me because I usually only think about it like the day of or within like 10 minutes of having to do the segment.
Mm-hmm.
But you brought up something last week that is gone, and I want it back, and that is the waffle taco from Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned last week Taco Bell breakfast is my favorite fast food breakfast right now. They really have been since they came out with it. I love the fact you get 2 little fair food testicles with every meal. They're delightful. They're little fried balls of joy. And I've tried just about everything on the breakfast menu, and it's all fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But when they first launched it, they were like, "What can Taco Bell do that makes them breakfast?" And they were like, "What about a taco, but the tortilla is a waffle?" And I got to say, it was fine. I really enjoyed it. It was crispy, and you've had a waffle before. It was fucking waffle. It was crispy and floppy and chewy and delicious. And they had that weird Taco Bell egg mixture on the inside. It was great. And I wish they would bring it back.
I got you. Yeah, I had a waffle this morning, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, because even like the waffle taco, it wasn't really around that long, like maybe 2-3 years or something, if that.
Yeah, if that. It was the first thing from the breakfast menu that went away, I'm pretty sure.
Disappointing. And it's weird because like I never had. That's a question. I did have Taco Bell breakfast once. And I think it was like the first year they introduced it, and I think I just had like some kind of crunch wrap. But even then, like I couldn't really get into it. And I couldn't blame Taco Bell for it because it was new to them. It was just something.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out. Yeah,
just something weird about it. So, yeah. I mean,
well, and to be fair, when it first came out, the McDonald's breakfast burrito was right there.
Yep.
And if you've never had that, it's great. I mean, it's an all-time great fast food breakfast item.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, that's how I felt about the steak burrito thing they had. I can't recall how they called it.
McDonald's or
McDonald's did. No, McDonald's did.
McDonald's had a steak burrito?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up here real quick because McDonald's steak burrito. Yeah, right there. According to the McDonald's website, the steak and egg burrito consists of pre-cooked scrambled eggs, fully cooked shredded beef, vegetables, pasteurized processed American cheese, and salsa roja wrapped in a flour tortilla.
Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing was, like, and it's weird, like, because in my mind, I feel that, like, my McDonald's I worked at created a lot of shit. Because I remember, like, these being made before it became, like, a menu item.
Mm-hmm.
We actually used to make cheesesteaks and stuff, too, just for the hell of it. Which I'm surprised McDonald's never really got into that. But, yeah, no, I mean, oh, God, the stories I wish I could tell you about McDonald's, but I can't do it on the air. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
You signed an NDA or something?
No, it's just I don't want people to, like, fucking... I don't know what I can and can't get in trouble for.
That's fair.
And I don't know a limitation of something. I'll say this. I cooked something in a way you shouldn't have cooked it. Even though it was for me. I didn't serve it to anybody. Yeah. I cooked something for myself in a way that it wasn't supposed to be cooked.
Mm.
And it was delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious. I can't wait to hear this story sometime.
It is very good. Also, I also made it when I was a custodian, not an actual like crew member. So
Nice.
yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
So since
What
we're
would
on
you
the
bring
top,
back?
oh, I'm going to tell you, Joe. Since we're on the topic of McDonald's, mine is a McDonald's thing,
Oh.
and it's very similar to the burritos. It's those snack wraps that McDonald's used to have.
Oh man, yeah. I
Right.
did not eat a lot of those, but the ones I had were good.
I love them because it was when they first introduced it, it was a very simple snack wrap. It was a chicken select, which they don't even have right now. At least by me, they don't have them. I don't know if that was a COVID thing, when they shrunk down their menu or whatever the hell it was. But basically all it was a chicken select wrapped in a tortilla with lettuce, shredded cheese, and ranch dressing. And that's all it was. And then when the popularity grew on it, it expanded into a barbecue one, into a chipotle. They just started taking their own fucking chicken nugget sauces and making wraps out of them. Bacon, there was a chicken bacon wrap at one point too. There were just so many different kinds, and then one day they just all fucking went away
Weird.
because McDonald's is fucking monsters.
Yep.
But I'm trying to find if I could.
Man, this whole breakfast food at fast food reminds me of. I have my thing for next week now.
All right. See, I thought this was going to be difficult. But apparently, there's so much that was taken away from us that it's easy. But then again, we are only into like week 6,
right?
So maybe it'll be difficult around like week 44.
Mm-hmm.
I would start repeating shit. Like, I wish they brought the snack wraps back. I'm like, yeah. I remember you talking about that in February, damn it. But that's why we prioritize it. Not just food, not just fast food, not just candy, but, TV.
Yeah, I actually have a book in mind, at some point that needs to be put back into print.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on to it because, like, is that the one for next week or is this an additional one, like even the week beyond?
This is an additional one.
It's a list thing at this point. Like, like they're just going to keep, and that's what I try to do. Like the whole snack wrap thing, it came to me a couple of days ago when I was leaving work and I was like, God, I'm fucking hungry. And I was like, I want to go to fucking Burger King, but then I'm still kind of shell shocked, little PTSD from my last Burger King experience.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe not so much Burger King. And I was like, I'll go to McDonald's. Why the fuck not? It's right there. It's cheap and whatever. And I usually end up just getting the spicy McChicken and shit, just because it's like 2 for $3. Why not?
Yeah, I love the spicy McChicken.
And I'm sitting in line, waiting for the drive-thru to go through, and I'm like, you know what? I wish I could just get some fucking snack wraps because they were so fucking easy. And not even that, I remember when they evolved into the bigger fucking wraps. When it used to be just like, initially the ones that everyone misses is the little chicken select one. But I don't know if everyone remembers that there actually used to be even a bigger size one where they used to take the crispy chicken breast, cut it in half, put it in a larger tortilla with more condiments. It used to come in like a cardboard sleeve.
Huh.
Yeah. I remember those, and those were delicious too. Because I used to make those with you remember I was telling you about like the premium crispy chicken, like the spicy premium chicken?
Yeah.
That they used to have? Yeah, I used to make them with that. I used to have that, buffalo sauce, ranch dressing, lettuce, cheese, and tomato. I used to make a wrap out of that.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was all amazing. McDonald's, even though they made the entire world fucking fat, they did it in a very delicious way.
Yeah. I mean, if it tasted terrible, I don't think they would have been so successful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and shout out to Travis here for making a lot of people message him and comment about the good herpes reference I made on the last episode.
The good herpes reference.
Yeah. I had several people who were like, what the fuck are good herpes? And I'm like, didn't you listen to the show? I explained it perfectly. So I got a good chuckle from quite a few people about good herpes. So, the good herpes t-shirt coming to TeePublic soon.
Nice.
I just want one person to fucking wear that. That's it. If I could sell one of them. And all it says is like, live life as if you got good herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite marketable, but somebody will buy it.
I like it. That's good. It's a good one.
Right. Joe, we are in February. This is Black History Month. We talked about a little bit about it last episode. I want to talk to you about a movie I never thought I would watch because it didn't seem like it would appeal to me.
All right.
Now I'm going to go about this in some kind of weird way, but you know who I am, and I have I have a hard time expressing my feelings in the way I say things, and it could be taken weirdly.
Mm-hmm.
Before I get into this entire description, I just want to tell everyone I absolutely loved the movie, and I wanted to give it the opportunity I felt it deserved. Okay, so let me get into this. So I'm driving home from work. And I listen to like Spotify and shit like that on my way home.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have advertisements and shit for like TV shows or movies and stuff like that. Well, I guess during February, they talk a lot about Black History Month.
Right. Sure.
Black actors, comedians, and stuff like that. And while I was listening to like some of the commercials go through and everything, I was remembering that like Disney Plus has a Black History recognition list
section. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Which actually it's not there just in February. It's been there for a while. So if you guys ever get Disney Plus and want to check out Black lead role movies, Disney Plus actually has it there continuously. It's not just in February. And I remember I love. I love a lot of movies that are done by Black lead actors. 42, basically Chadwick Boseman and Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite Black actors. Chadwick Boseman obviously passed away from cancer. Was it 2 years ago already? 2019?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was either 2 years ago or just a year ago, but it's really hard to tell.
Yeah. It was either I guess, it was either late
2019 or early 2020.
Yeah. Yeah. So in my mind, I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch Remember the Titans, or I'm going to watch 42, Black Panther, stuff like that. Because those are the movies that appeal to me. Or, maybe some action movies, Denzel's, Equalizer, shit like that. Because I really wanted to pay respects to the African American community in my own little way by watching, their actors perform what they do best. Maybe a Morgan Freeman, from Bruce Almighty, something like that. Just whatever. Maybe not Bruce Almighty. That was more of a white person. But I'm just saying, I wanted to watch, Remember the Titans, one of my favorite fucking movies ever. So I'm going through the list and everything, and I come across Hidden Figures.
Oh, yeah, Hidden Figures is great.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to remember, why does this movie sound familiar? And I know it had to do with one of our Oscar prediction shows a couple years back, 2016. I can't remember if it won the Oscars. I don't know. I really didn't look it up. But I know it was mentioned. Yeah, I want to say it did. I just can't honestly remember, and I didn't look it up. And I'm not going to look it up now while I'm in the middle of this. But I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it. Did it win?
3. Best Supporting Actress, Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay.
Gotcha. So I'm reading the description on it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I get into this movie, because it's not an action movie. It's not a comedy. It's historical, it's loosely based on true events. Majority of it is factual. Some of it was loosely based if you read the descriptions online. So I'm saying I don't know. And for the hell of it, I just went on YouTube and I was like, well, let me see what the trailer says. Let me watch the trailer. Maybe that'll get me into it. Because I do want to try watching more movies I haven't had an opportunity to do, So it came up to this scene, and you've seen the movie, so I'm not going to ruin anything for you. And everyone out there, this movie, what's up?
As they came out in 2016, if you haven't seen it, it's on you.
Yeah, this is totally on you. So I went on YouTube and I just Googled Hidden Figures trailer or whatever, and the trailer came up, a movie or a scene right below it was talking about the bathrooms. I was like, I'm going to watch that scene, because maybe a scene from the movie will motivate me more than just watching a trailer about, because I know what the movie's about. Mm-hmm. But let me see how this goes. And it's the scene where Kevin Costner asks her what she's doing in the bathroom for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
and she's talking about how like there's no colored bathrooms in this building. The only ones in the entire NASA facility is in the West Campus. So which is half a mile away. She has to run there, run back, no matter what the weather is and everything. And during this whole time, she's sitting there soaking wet. And she's talking about how like she has to drink coffee from her own coffee mug. And they labeled it colored. And, talking about pearls, how she can't afford pearls because they don't pay African Americans as much money as everyone else, no matter how much they work and all that stuff. But it's not just based on this girl, Catherine, but on her two friends as well. One who is going to night school to become, the first, female black engineer at NASA, and her other friend. And I apologize, I can't remember the other two girls' names. Catherine, to me, I think was the main not the main focus, but the main of the three that was in the movie. And the other one became the first black supervisor in NASA over the IBM program that they have there.
Right.
And then Kevin Costner took a crowbar to the colored people's bathroom sign that's outside the West Campus bathroom and made a decision that anyone could go to the bathroom anywhere.
Right.
So that scene alone, I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this fucking movie because that's fun. That's inspiring. The fact that she stood up for herself, regardless of her fear for her losing her job and shit like that, because she fucking had it, and the thing is, like, there wasn't a whole lot of how do I describe that? There wasn't a lot of hate speech being said in the movie. Like, there wasn't a lot of like things said from white people to black people in the movie. I mean, there were a couple, obviously, but nothing like really aggressive stuff that you would expect from a movie of that era.
Right.
Which I think you really didn't need it when you could tell by the looks on people's faces.
Yeah.
Like, just, you could tell what they were feeling through the whole thing. And then, I can't remember the actor's name, but the actor who played Sheldon Cooper, he was in it. He did a phenomenal job. Kirsten Dunst was in it, which blew my mind because I'm looking at her in this entire movie. I'm like, I think that's Kirsten Dunst, but there's no fucking way it's Kirsten Dunst because to me, Kirsten Dunst plays like the high school girl or the pretty housewife, shit like that.
Right.
And then she like went into this character with like a natural look and everything and almost like an older kind of, character. Which is weird to say because she's 39 years old. I don't know how old she was supposed to be in the movie, but I'm watching. I'm like, wow, okay, so that is Kirsten Dunst, and she's playing what seems to me is like a late 40s, early 50s kind of character, like older, age. But I watched the movie. I fucking loved it. I'm so glad I kept an open mind on the genre of it.
Mm-hmm.
So. I just want to talk a little bit about movies that portray African American leads and stuff like that. I did watch Remember the Titans right after. I did.
Nice.
Because I was in such like, I'm like, you know what? I don't got work tomorrow. I love this fucking movie. I got Remember the Titans stuck in my head, which is also on Disney Plus. Like, I'm doing it. I'm watching both. I'm going to watch them both right now. But if I had to choose, I would think I would put Hidden Figures, 42, and Remember the Titans, like my top three, like all time, like African American lead role movies. So I just kind of want to get your opinion on what would be your top movie?
Gosh, that's a hard question for me. Only because
that's why I got three
names of things. The three that I can think of off the top of my head that I loved Hidden Figures also. I think it was great. Yeah. I don't know if it would it would probably make the list. And then, I'm a comic book movies guy. And so that's most of what I've watched throughout my life. And so, the two comic book movies that come, let me put it this way. What's the first comic book movie you can remember making it to theaters?
The first comic book, for me, the first one's Iron Man because Iron Man, yeah, it's first one.
Think back about 10 years before Iron Man, there was Blade.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I grew up watching Blade. I love the Blade trilogy. It's one of my favorite trilogies of movies, and it's a comic book movie. Blade's a Marvel character. He's actually in the next phase of films and stuff. Mahershala Ali, who was in Hidden Figures, is going to be playing Blade.
He was the husband, right? Of the
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't there a post credit scene that portrayed Blade in it something? I can't remember if it was Eternals or Shang-Chi.
I honestly don't remember. If it was Eternals, I wouldn't know because I haven't seen it yet.
Did you see a post credit scene where somebody opened up a case and there was a sword in it?
I don't think so.
Did you watch the post credit scenes of Shang-Chi?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it's the post credit scenes to Eternals, which I still recommend you watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was looking at, and I don't mean to take your time. I apologize for this. I think, cause like I was watching the post-credit scenes and I saw the one, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I looked it up and the speculation is it's related to Blade.
Gotcha.
But anyways,
nice.
Back to you. So Blade.
Nice.
Blade's at the top of your list.
Blade's top of my list. I know it's super cliche at this point probably and kind of lame, but, I loved Black Panther. I thought Chadwick Boseman was wonderful in it.
Yeah.
And I love that it so much about the movie. It's such an unapologetically black film in so many ways. But it's not about that really at all. It's like about family and whatever. And I think that's what elevates it, even further. Like not that those issues aren't there. It's just that it's like, no, this is just a regular movie. It just happens to have black people.
Yeah.
Which is like, feels weird to say, but I'm trying to think. What else
do you find it difficult because we're two white guys talking about it?
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
And it's the thing, like I don't want people to come off like obviously we're passionate about what we're talking about, and I mean we have a lot of respect for these movies and the work that everyone does in them. But yeah, it's hard because it's like how do I word this to where I'm not sounding like I'm patronizing somebody?
Right. Yeah, and it's also like it's weird to describe something as it's just a normal movie. Like what I'm really almost saying there is it's just like white movies,
right?
Like why is that normal? The world we live in.
But no, but there's the thing. Like and again, like this is something that in my mind it feels weird to say, but I'm gonna say it, even though it's probably gonna sound wrong coming from a white guy. I'm gonna fucking say it. It's the one thing I do love most about Black Panther or Blade and everything is because first off, they're action-based movies. Love action movies.
Right.
But the movies aren't really based around like crap. Now how do I fucking word it?
Racial issues.
Yeah, it's not based around like somebody being, kept down because of the color of their skin and stuff like that. Black Panther, I think like the only thing that was relatable to more of a racial issue was the beginning where they kind of like grew up in like kind of a sketchy neighborhood.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
and Killmonger's whole deal, like the way that he was approaching his thing. Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, I mean, Wakanda is this flourishing fucking, country.
Yeah.
One of the richest countries in the world with the best technology and everything. Blade, I mean, he's a vampire. I mean, fuck, how many black vampires do you see? I mean, like
almost none.
Right. It's like Blade and that one guy from Twilight.
Right.
That's it. That's all you get. Yeah. Or Blackula.
Right. True.
Because turns out that is a real thing, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. Interesting. I forgot it was a real thing.
Yeah.
And then, but I will say, speaking of movies about racial issues, and speaking of Black Panther, it was a really good movie, really great biopic actually, was Judas and the Black Messiah.
Never heard of it.
It came out, I think, last year. And it's about Chairman Fred Hampton, who he didn't found the whole Black Panther Party, but he founded the Chicago chapter, and about how he a lot of it is how he actually united all of the gangs in Chicago to help build a coalition that was actually making the city a better place. Yeah. And then it's also about how the FBI was like, that's too much power for a black person to have, so we got to kill him. And so it's about how the FBI assassinated Fred Hampton using the Chicago PD. And it's a great movie, and it's a fascinating story, and it's one that's like, I can't believe we haven't had a movie about this yet. This is like the first one I can think of.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff.
Is there an African American figure that you could think of that you can't recall a movie being based on his life that you'd be interested in seeing?
Gosh, I'm sure there is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Right. I mean, Martin Luther King's got to be the first one that comes to mind.
There's not a movie about him yet?
If there is, I can't think about it. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, there obviously had to have been a movie about Martin Luther King. There had to have been. But recent. If 2022 was like, listen, we're going to make 5 movies depicting African American leaders in their lives. Give me 5 of them. One of them has to be Martin Luther King. At least from when he rose to popularity to his assassination, like that time frame. You know, and even with remember, did you ever see the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
I actually haven't.
Okay, but you know it's about Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of that movie, they reenact their live show from Live Aid.
Oh, nice!
Like almost shot for shot reenacted. Could you imagine a Martin Luther King movie being made today where they shot for shot reenacted the "I Have a Dream" speech?
That'd be wild,
right? And that's something that I think that'd be a powerful movie they could do. Frederick Douglass, I think, would be another one.
Frederick Douglass would be great. A Sojourner Truth movie.
Yeah.
She'd be great.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. I'm trying to think of who. Gosh, what's her name? Asada Shakur. Tupac's mom. I think that's who she is.
Really?
Yeah. He wouldn't have been who he was without her.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
She's still alive. She's living in Cuba.
Gotcha. I don't know anything about her. So, what would the movie be based about?
She was super involved with once again with the Black Panthers in Chicago and getting kids fed and the free lunch program, free breakfast program, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And she also was targeted by the FBI. She had to flee to Cuba. That's why she's there now.
Okay. Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 2022. The thing is, there's so many movies that are being sequeled or remade.
Yeah. So sick of remakes.
Yeah, it's I don't need anything. Somebody was fucking telling me. I was talking to somebody yesterday, asking what they're up to and everything. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm watching Ghostbusters." I'm like, "What? The ones from 30 fucking years ago?" No, Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I'm like, why? Why? Why do we need more fucking Ghostbusters?
Right.
And the thing is, when you wait too long to make a sequel, it for me, it fucking kills it. That's what happened with Super Troopers 2. That's what happened with, the Dumb and Dumber sequel. Not that prequel one, but the sequel one with, Jeff Daniels and, Jim Carrey. It's just when you wait 20 something years to make a sequel, it's you lost the magic that the original movie had.
Yeah. For me personally, the only time it has really worked out was Tron. I really liked Tron Legacy, and it made me go back and rewatch the original Tron, which I also enjoyed.
Is Tron Legacy a sequel or a remake?
Sequel.
It is a sequel. Okay.
Yeah, and it was made, I think it was made almost 30 years later. It was definitely too long, but I enjoyed it.
Now, Blade is going to be a remake, right? Is that what
I believe so.
Nice.
I believe so, but I don't think it's going to be a remake in the same way. It's not going to be the same script and story. It's going to be more based on different comics or whatever, different arcs. So it's going to be it'll probably be basically the same story in a lot of ways. We got to introduce this character, and his mom was bit by a vampire right before he was born, so he can, he's kind of a vampire, but he's kind of not.
Yeah, but they probably won't go into an origin story for it because people have an idea of what Blade is.
Right. People are pretty sick of origin stories too.
Yeah. Like I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I'm fine with an origin story if it's like an unknown character that they think would get over in the world.
Right.
I think they did Captain Marvel the right way, where like it showed you how she came to be, but it wasn't completely based on her origin.
Yeah.
Like the little flashback things I was kind of cool with.
Yeah.
Captain American, I would consider that an origin story, and I think that one did pretty well.
Yeah.
Same thing with Iron Man. But I'm glad that Spider-Man wasn't like an origin story because you didn't need it. You got it like 4 or 5 times already. You know?
No kidding. Oh man, especially Spider-Man. Woo.
Yeah.
I still need to see the new one.
Me too. I decided I'm going to wait until it comes on Disney Plus. I just don't have time to get to the theater and fucking watch it. As much as I would love to watch it, right? As much as I would love to watch it on a big screen in 3D, it's just like, you know what? I get like 1 day off a fucking week, or I get 1 day off every 4 days. Like I don't want to spend it, you know.
I can't drive an hour to the theater, watch a 2.5 hour movie, and drive an hour home.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, I could wait for it to come on Disney Plus. I could watch it a little bit on my lunch break while I'm at work, finish it up on my lunch break or whatever. You know, I could do it that way. It's a lot easier, and it'll save me fucking $8 or $9, whatever the fuck the theater is nowadays.
Right. Well, and I don't know what your theaters are like, but around here they don't open till 1 o'clock now. You know, it used to be you could go to the theater about 11 o'clock in the morning and catch an early show, and you'd be the only person in the theater, and it was awesome.
Yeah, the theater down by me, I think they do have, I think it's 11 o'clock matinees, I believe they call them.
Nice. Yeah.
So they do have them. I mean, like just the other day, I was like, well, maybe if Spider-Man is still in theaters, maybe I'll go check it out. And I looked it up and it still was. I looked at the theater and like if I went, it would have been like me and like 2 other people because it was like 11 o'clock on a fucking Tuesday. And I was like,
yeah. And it's always like weird, creepy old guys.
Yeah. And
it's like, you got to ask yourself, are they weird and creepy because they're in a theater, or are they weird and creepy because they're weird and creepy?
Yeah. Well, the damnedest thing is like, I mean, like, and it was in one of the smaller theaters, and there was like maybe 10 or 12 rows, and the 2 fucking people, they're in the same fucking row, but on opposite sides. Like, I can understand it. Weird. Yeah, I can understand if they're like, you know, if they're going together as like a couple or friends or whatever. And they're sitting next to each other in the same row. But the fact that like they're in like the middle of the theater, one was 3 seats in from the left and one was 4 seats in from the right, and there was like 7 in the fucking middle. I'm just like, God, one of you made a very poor choice when it came to fucking selecting your seat.
Yeah.
It's like, sit in a different fucking row.
Yeah. I also feel like there are certain seats that are optimal, and that doesn't sound like the optimal seating to me.
No. I mean, how do you not pick a middle? How do you not pick the middle of the fucking theater?
Absolutely. Oh. So I sit in the very back in the middle. That's my seat if I can get it.
Like very back to the wall? Like if you just
no one can sit behind me. I just don't like it. I like just being that far back.
So people don't sit behind you.
Yeah, I don't like people behind me.
Are you like one of those people that when you go to a diner, you gotta sit with the chair like against the wall?
Yep.
So how uncomfortable would you be if you had to sit with a door behind you?
I'd be pretty uncomfortable. I could do it. I just don't like it.
Gotcha. You got a lot of people that needs to come after you there, Joe?
No, not really. It's just habit.
No, I got you. I do the same thing. I don't like when fucking doors are behind me. You know, I watch enough poker shows on Western movies to know that usually that's when somebody busts in with their fucking 6-shooters.
Right?
Yeah. Oh God, what else is going on in life, Joe?
I don't know. Oh, we've been talking about cereal a little bit the last few weeks. Mm-hmm. I had to run to Menards today to pick up an order that I placed yesterday. I'm putting some shelves in my laundry room. I'm really excited about it. It's the first major home renovation we've done.
Right. Isn't being an adult a fun thing to do?
Oh, it's so fun, especially spending $100 on maybe $25 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, because me and Colin and my friend Michelle, we went out drinking last weekend. Couple drinks, 2-3 drinks. We went adult drinking on a Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
And fucking Colin was just talking about. No, I'm sorry. It was just me and Colin, and he was talking to me about this new piece of furniture that him and his girlfriend bought for their house. And he's like, yeah, we're going to turn it into like a liquor cabinet, and we're going to put some stuff on top of it. We had to rearrange the living room. And I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, this is the same. Yeah, I'm like, this is the same fucking dude who used to get hammered with me out at the fucking barn and shit. And now we're talking about the excitement of owning furniture and how much how beneficial matching the 401ks are at a job.
Right.
And
I recently opened a Roth IRA.
Right. This is it. This is what 30s are. Like I'm just saying, like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with us? Like, I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, it's like I think deep down, the only reason we go to Steam Hollow over anywhere else is because the idea of shots isn't on the table there. Because I don't think any of us would be able to handle doing shots anymore.
Fair.
It's just
There's a part of me I can't wait till the pandemic gets a little more under control so I can go get hammered at 9 Irish in Lafayette. But there's a part of me that is so relieved that the pandemic's been going on for so long because I have not been able to go get hammered at 9 Irish in Lafayette. Because like I get hungover now and it sucks. Oh yeah. Have you had a 2-day hangover yet?
I haven't yet.
Oh my God.
I haven't yet because I can't even recall the last time I got drunk enough to even have a fucking buzz.
Oh.
Just because I keep thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm going to have one more, but I got to be careful because I haven't eaten yet. And, maybe I'll stop somewhere and grab something on the way home, just to be on the safe side. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Right. It's like I should be fucking hammering these fucking beers. Like in my mind, I'm like, this is what I should be doing. But then I'm just like, you know what? I do got an early day tomorrow, and I just don't want to feel that bad.
Yeah. Well, that's what like it's getting to the point where it's like I'm not having as much fun as I'm paying for.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a time when I could get real hammered for like $40, and it would be like that would be the only time that month I needed that.
Yeah.
And I had good $150 worth of fun for that $40.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think the moment I realized that I was getting old is when I started calculating tips. Because I used to just be like, okay, the bill's this, I'm just going to $10 plus whatever the change is to make it a whole number, whatever, and go.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's a larger bill, 15, 20, whatever. But now I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, okay, so what's 20% of 42?
Right.
That's $8. Like, God, that works. I do.
Add 60 cents, make it $9.
Right, yeah, and I'm like, why the fuck am I really concerned about this? Like, just fucking give me $10
and be done.
Right? Evan's like, this is bullshit. Or like, I have to sit there and ask, like, how spicy something is. Like, I never had to ask that before, but I can't really handle spicy food like I used to.
Yeah, I still do it. I just pay for it.
I can't do it because the thing is, like it doesn't bother my stomach to the point where I'm gonna fucking blow it out my ass.
Yeah.
I just can't sleep well.
Oh yeah, for me it's instant. Like if it's hot enough, I have to run to the bathroom right after I get done eating.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but, I had to I can't remember. I had something spicy at work the other day. And I went home, and usually just because of the amount of work I've been doing, I just have to go to bed right away. And I fucking I started my stomach starts fucking bothering me. My acid reflexes. I was like, fuck, now I gotta go down a handful of fucking Tums and shit. And I'm just like, this ain't worth it anymore. I don't eat fucking White Castle anymore, man, because it doesn't sit right with me anymore.
Right? I hear you.
I had to give up. I had to give up sliders.
Once a year.
Yeah. Yeah, like in my mind, I'm like, I am willing to eat fucking sliders if I don't have to work for the next 2 days.
Right. Well, and then you have the poop the next day that smells exactly the same as the food that you just ate.
Yeah. And it makes you crave more fucking White Castle.
It does, but it also, I don't. Maybe this is a little bit too much of tipping my hand, but it also reminds me a little bit of how the bathroom smelled at Grandma and Grandpa Sneddon's, and you find yourself going, "That's why the bathroom smelled that way," and it's just like I just don't want that in my life as much. I would like I'd like my house to smell like other parts of their house. You know?
Oh, let's go back. Let's go back to cereal at Menards.
So I'm at Menards and I'm like, I've been wanting some cereal. I haven't had it. We've been talking about it and it's making me crave it. I'm gonna look at the cereal while I'm here and I'm gonna grab something. We're out of milk, so I'll grab some milk. It'll be great. And
at Menards, by the way, this is Menards. At Menards, the hardware store.
The hardware store that has apocalypse provisions.
Cereal and milk.
Yeah, well, they got all kinds of stuff. They got like a whole mini grocery store in there. It's great. But I saw a cereal I'd never seen before, which is Honey Maid, the graham cracker company.
Yes,
has a s'mores cereal out, and I thought that's what I'm getting. So I got it and I brought it home, and I was actually eating it right before the podcast. It might be the best cereal I've ever had.
S'mores cereal.
It has so many of the things I love. The little graham cracker pieces in it are basically just golden grams.
Oh, I do like golden grams.
The chocolate is Cocoa Puffs. And the marshmallows, they're shaped like mini marshmallows, but they're just the same marshmallows you've always had in cereal that are delicious and wonderful. And that's it. That's the whole cereal. It's really, really good. I do feel like, if I were diabetic, it would be a suicide note. But, like, that's just how much sugar it is. But it was really tasty, and I recommend it. So, dial up the insulin and go get it, friends.
Well, I do got to go grocery shopping today. I may have to fucking look for that. I am out of cereal.
Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it a lot. So, I'm going to try not to eat the whole box today.
I'll just do it. Fuck it, YOLO.
Yeah.
Listen, if you eat the whole box today, you won't feel guilty about having another bowl tomorrow.
That's true.
Right. What kind of milk do you use? 2%?
I'm a whole milk. I like whole milk.
Whole milk?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you want that shit right out of the fucking cow?
Yep. I would do half and half if I wasn't terrified of dying of a heart attack.
I got you.
So I drink heavy cream right out of the jar sometimes. I love it. Thicker the better.
That's gross, Joe.
Yeah.
That's what thicker the better.
That's usually what people say. Like, that's nasty. Yeah.
God, the thicker the better. So are you okay like drinking a milk that has a consistency of like sour cream?
If it tastes good.
Like if you were to eat like a yogurt like textured milk. I mean, like a Go-Gurt, like a fucking Go-Gurt.
I love Go-Gurt.
Right? You're gonna fucking be the only person that goes to a grocery store and orders Dean's whole fucking vitamin D Go-Gurt.
You know what? If it were an option, I think I would. I've got plain Greek yogurt in my fridge right now, made with whole milk.
Gross.
And that's about as thick as it gets. That's like 3 days shy of just eating cheese.
Yeah, you might as well just pour yourself a bowl of s'more cereal and just dunk that shit into it.
You know what? It would make my s'more cereal healthier, probably.
It would, right? See, it's a win-win. It's a win-win all around.
Yeah, it would add a lot of protein to it.
Oh, God, you fucking monster. But you know what? I gotta say, I do love Menards for the sense that if you are fucking shopping for, like, paint or some shit and you're like, fuck, I still gotta hit up the grocery store after this, you really don't have to. Because it's all right there.
Yep. And,
like, it's not there to, like, do, like, legit food shopping. It's just there to, like, fuck, if I need to grab milk real quick, it's right fucking here next to the hammers and screwdrivers.
Almost literally, it's slightly more than a convenience store and slightly less than an actual grocery store.
Yeah. It's like
if you got a pizza, some Pop-Tarts, a handful of corn, and some root beer, it's the right place.
100%. Where's that? You know, like those little dive restaurants that are like scattered throughout the south suburbs in Chicago that
Oh yeah.
sells like gyros, beef sandwiches, hot dogs, pizza puffs,
Yep. Yep.
sub sandwiches. Like that's what the Menards is.
Yes.
Like you can walk in there and you get your fucking PVC piping, your fucking number 2 gray paint whip primer, and eggs.
Yeah. You can get a zip up hoodie, stuff to clean your bathroom, and a hacksaw.
Yeah, you could go in there and buy a ceiling fan, a tool chest, some dog food, and a thing of red vines.
Yep. Great
So,
store. They're one of the only places that sells Sprecker's soda.
oh,
And I also came home with some maple syrup root beer that I can't wait to try.
is that the bottle brand, the glass bottle brand that has like, was it bacon? Yeah, bacon flavor.
I don't know if it's Jones.
Jones soda, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking Jones soda.
I don't know if Sprecher does bacon flavored. I've never looked.
Jones soda does have a great cherry flavored soda and a cream flavored soda.
Yeah, I love Sprecher's. Their cream soda is great. The Dreamsicle soda is great. And the root beer is fantastic. They've got all sorts of things now that they didn't have when I was a kid. You can buy like the national root beer, or they've got local root beer. They've got cream soda. They've got all sorts of stuff. Grape, I think I saw. It's weird. Future is confusing and scary.
Well, maybe we'll buy every flavor and we'll do a ranking on it.
I think we should. I think that'd be great.
Right? Because one day we're going to have to do all these. Just
Yeah.
going to keep fucking adding them on. Like, there's going to be a list. You know what? We'll just do all of them in one fucking day.
Yeah, we'll never run out of content. It'll be great.
Right? We'll record everything in one fucking day. We'll do the burgers. We'll do the pizza. We'll fucking do pop. We'll do fucking whiskey. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, we should do the best ice cream and root beer combination for a float.
Ooh, there we go. Right. We're going to need help on this one.
Yeah, that one will be tough.
We're gonna need like a Vanna White.
Yeah.
Somebody to bring us in. Because I'd also like to do like a blindfold taste test of stuff. I would love to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We also gotta do the one chip challenge. I forget. We gotta do that too. There's a lot. There's a lot that we're promising, and we'll get to it.
Yeah.
I feel that
year 3 of a pandemic.
Yeah. I feel that if I could get past March, it's gonna be more open. Right now, work is such a coin toss and like such like a oh shit, what's gonna happen? I mean, I'm still prepping for the 7-day work weeks.
Right.
You know, like so. That could happen. It could not happen. But if it does, I'm still gonna commit to doing my best to get us a show once a week. That's what we're here for. We're here for our peeps.
Into it.
So, all right, Joe. Tell me what you're freaking thinking about.
I am freaking thinking. I'm so excited you asked. For once. Because I actually
for once.
Well, a lot of times I'm like, I don't know. But today I'm ready. Today I'm prepared.
Gotcha.
For Christmas, my wife got me a kombucha set to make my own kombucha at home. Which is if you don't know what it is, kombucha is a fermented tea. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things to drink. And I've wanted to make it on my own for a while now. And so for Christmas, that's what she got me. And it's only been, 2.5 months or whatever. Maybe it's only been 2 months. I'm bad at time. But I finally got my tea going today. It was very easy. I can't believe I put it off this long.
Now, how long does it take to?
It takes, depending on the temperature, it takes between 7 and 21 days to do the first ferment. And then if I want to add flavor and do a second ferment, that's going to take 2 or 3 more days.
Gotcha.
So I think it's pretty cold in my house in general, so it'll probably be about 2 weeks is my guess.
Okay, cool. It's ironic because my freaking thinking is very similar.
Oh, tell me about it.
I've been watching. I watch TikTok. I go on TikTok and I watch it. Sometimes I make ones. I make some TikToks. Hell, I'm gonna stitch a TikTok here later on today. I found this guy who shows you how to make like Like, he shows you how to make mead, but without having to like spend the money on like all the exotic and fancy and expensive fucking like equipment for it. And I was like, you know what? I've had mead at Renaissance fairs. I've had mead at bars. Maybe I'll give it a fucking shot. So I was thinking about looking into it and buying the stuff that I need and stuff. And maybe on like, if I got like a couple days off in a row and stuff, get the stuff together and make it and shit. So yeah, I've been looking a lot more into that. And the dude says like, use whatever you want. Sometimes he throws blueberries in there, sometimes strawberries. I guess it just depends on what you want.
Awesome.
I'm probably gonna go cherry.
Ooh, very nice.
Huge fan of cherry. I think I'm gonna go cherry.
Weird coincidence. You probably, with your work schedule, you probably don't make it out to the lodge that often. But Tom, Tom. I don't need to throw his last name out there, right?
No, yeah. Tom Hanks.
Big Tom. Paul's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a beard.
Has a beard.
He's the one that's not Nico.
Correct.
Gotcha.
He has, he just keeps on hand like extra mead making equipment to give to people who he thinks would be interested in making mead. So like you might want to just shoot him a text and be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting into this, because he'll probably just bring you something.
Oh. Well, I really don't have to text him because he is he's a consistent listener of the show.
Oh, he is really?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. I was like,
he could be. I don't know.
He might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Podbean doesn't give me the names of the people who download the shows, just that they get downloaded.
Egregious.
Right? Paul Stanley from Kiss. Like, holy shit.
Right. I mean, that'd be cool to know, but...
Right? The Burger King. Oh, damn.
That big-headed motherfucker just sitting there.
Right? He would not be happy with
that
that
on his face.
Oh God! But yeah, no, that's cool. I have to reach out to him and everything. I would love to get to the lodge a lot more.
Yeah, same.
I feel like I do
dues paid so that I can transfer to a lodge that's closer to me.
Oh, why would you transfer out?
Because I'm too far to make it down to Oak Forest.
Yeah, that's true.
That regularly.
That's true. Yeah, no, actually, the guy who's in charge now, I don't know how high up on the ladder he really is, but he's some kind of officer. I don't know which one, but he works at the same company I work in, and he's like, your dues are due, and I'm like, dude, my fucking dues haven't been paid since Carl paid my dues the last time fucking dues were due. Like I don't have the fucking money.
Right.
It's like, and that's the thing, like fucking like, and I love being a Freemason. I love being part of the lodge. But the thing is, they gotta understand that if I don't have the money to give to them, it's like they have to accept that. Like they really need to understand that. It's like it's not like I sit around and I'm buying myself like exotic, fancy, nice fucking things.
Right. I'm buying myself the very exotic luxury item called a house.
Right. You know what? I would love to.
I have a place to live, so I can't pay my dues.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I would love to pay my dues to the lodge, but I accidentally spent my money on, I don't know, fucking heat.
Right. I accidentally spent my money feeding myself.
Right. It's the damnedest thing. Apparently, my truck will not drive unless I put gas in it, and I have yet to find that free fucking service station that will fill it for me.
It turns out it costs money to be alive, and the lodge isn't paying for that. So
craziest fucking thing. Apparently, the dog likes to eat. Who fucking knew?
Right.
God, but I will pay my dues one day. They will get caught.
Same. If there's a chance I could retroactively get the lifetime dues, I would pay that.
Right.
I think it's not that it's like a small amount of money, but relative to paying $100 every year, I think it's only $700.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 9.
Yeah, and if I could, I don't think I've paid dues in about 12 years. So if I could retroactively only pay $700 instead of $12,
yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, it has not been 12 years since your dues were paid. Oh, because there was like 6 years ago, I think, that Carl paid like yours, mine, Michael's.
Yeah, he got them all zeroed out somehow.
Yeah. So, if and I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. But if this year plans out the way I believe it will, it's going to be a game changer for my life. Like it will be, like this will be the thing that will completely turn my life around, and like I can finally find like more of a stress-free living life, and probably some happiness that I haven't felt since my last girlfriend or the beginning of the podcasting, or the weight loss journey I was on in 2018. Like it would be up there with that stuff.
Nice.
And who knows, if everything pans out the way it is, I might be able to get caught up on my bills and wipe my debt out, and even get caught up on the Freemason thing, because I would love to be more part of that, because I do believe in what they do, and I'm not even talking about the sheep part.
Yeah, the sheep parts.
Yeah. So long story short, mead.
Mead.
That's what.
Nice. I fucking love mead. I'm so excited for you.
Right. I'm hoping, like I said, I hope we get a couple of days off so I can fucking do it and start working on it. And like I said, it's like the Ronco fucking thing. You just set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But, of course, this show is only an hour long. And I know an hour a week of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough for our viewers, so if they need more Cartoon Joe, where can they go?
If you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Excellent. Joe, give us a quick behind the scenes. How did the first episode of the new season go for you guys? Well,
it was great. It was nice to be back.
That's it. You want to give a quick blib of what you guys talked about? You don't gotta give away everything. Just hey, we talked about this. You don't remember?
What did we talk about? We talked about. I tell you what we didn't talk about was Dune, which is very funny. Peacemaker on HBO. We did a pretty
love that show.
Dive. Yeah, we all really like it, and we were trying to sell Nick on it.
As of today, Peacemaker is the greatest intro to any TV show I've ever fucking seen.
Yes.
I love
we actually covered that in our show.
Right? I love the song. I love how he deadpans the fucking, he's just sitting there dancing straight face the entire fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Okay, so the woman who coordinated that song, right, or that dance, who coordinated that dance for the intro, her husband showed John Cena how to do the dance, so he worked with her. Do you know who her husband is?
I do, but I want you to tell people.
I'm not going to tell people. I wanted you to tell people. Actually, I wanted you to be like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, well, look it up and prepare to be shocked and awed. But go ahead, tell people. No, go ahead,
I will. It's Alan Tudyk.
Right?
Firefly and Moana and Encanto. And other things. I think Frozen. He voiced somebody in Frozen.
He's from a lot.
He is from a lot. And I actually, one of my favorite things about this episode, shockingly, he did not voice Eagly in any of the episodes of Peacemaker. Somebody else does that.
Gotcha. Here's one for you, and we'll wrap up the show after this. I want to tell you a quick. To me, it's an interesting fact. I told it to somebody else and they didn't find it interesting, but I'm going to tell it to you, and I hope you do find it interesting. And if you don't, I don't want you to patronize me. If it's not interesting, you got to tell me. Okay. So the guy who plays John Cena's dad in Peacemaker,
Robert Patrick.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So in Peacemaker, he is the father of two boys. One boy died. He blamed a younger son for the death of the older child.
Oh.
Okay?
Yes.
Do it. Like, I'm on track, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy who plays John Cena's dad in the TV show also played the dad in Walk the Line, where Johnny Cash. Well, yeah. So Johnny Cash's older brother dies. The dad blames Johnny Cash for his older brother's death, just like in Peacemaker.
I did not know that.
So the guy, you said his name, I can't remember, was it Robert Patrick?
Yep.
2 different movies or 2 different shows or whatever. He played a father who blames the younger son for the death of the older son.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's also the cop in the first Terminator movie.
Yeah. He also plays a general in an episode of the TV show Psych that John Cena also guest starred in.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
This is a guy, I only know him from Terminator, and now you're telling me he's actually everywhere.
I also believe that he was the villain in the movie The Marine, which starred John Cena.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Robert Patrick, he's in a lot of shit, man. Like, if you ever looked... You know what? We're going to go through his filmography on the next episode.
That sounds great. I would never have guessed.
Listen, next episode, it's all about Robert Patrick. I don't even know if I'm still saying his name. His name is Robert Patrick, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
now that you've said it this much, I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah. Well, you look it up real quick, and I'm going to tell you one more quick little tidbit about Robert Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you say yourself, Robert Patrick was the villain, the cop guy in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know the movie Last Action Hero?
Yes.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger, he comes out of the movie. When he's in the movie with the little kid and he's walking into the police station, Robert Patrick is dressed as a cop. He looks the exact same that he did in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and he's walking out of the fucking police station.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
He also portrayed the same type of character in Wayne's World.
Dang.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
He pulled the guys, fucking Michael Myers and the other fucking dude, the nobody, over, and he looks at the
Dana Carvey.
Yeah, there we go. I kept wanting to say Martin Short, but I'm like, oh wait, that's not him at all.
Right.
But so Michael Myers and the B-lister he fucking co-hosted with, or co-starred with. But yeah, he played that character pretty much 3 different times.
That's fascinating.
So even though we talked so much about Robert Patrick in the last 5 minutes of this show, we're going to make the entire episode next week about him.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to fucking do it all. And you know what? Maybe we'll even tag it on Twitter.
If it takes 10 minutes, it takes 10 minutes. If it takes half an hour, it takes half an hour.
Right?
That's the show next week.
That's exactly what it is. It's all about Robert Patrick. Who knows? Maybe I'll even tweet him and see if he'll come on the show. Highly doubt it. But fuck it, right now, we gotta risk it. You gotta see what happens in life.
Oh man, that's a tough interview because it's gonna be hard for me not to be like, so what's it like being a discount John Voight?
Right? It's like I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. I didn't know you were anything outside of Peacemaker and Terminator. Boom.
Yeah. What was it like smuggling a watch in your ass in that Quentin Tarantino movie? Oh, that was Christopher Walken? My bad.
Close. It was close enough. Close enough. Right. Next week, it'll potentially be the worst interview in history, or it's just going to be me and Joe. We don't even know yet.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It will be a goal for us to make the worst interview in history if Robert Patrick comes on, and it's his own fault if he doesn't do his own research and listen to this episode beforehand before he knows what he's getting himself into. That's on him.
That's on him.
We can't do it for everybody.
Right.
Not. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to the show. If you want to listen to more of them, you can catch them whenever our episodes are released on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher. Just by searching This Freakin' Show. Make sure you leave us a rating and a review wherever you listen to our show. It does help us out. Follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just by searching This Freakin' Show. And if you have a hobby, if you're a creator of movies or books or games or whatever, a cosplayer, and you want to talk to us, come on our show and talk about what you do, you can reach out to us at thisfreakinshow@yahoo.com or message us over on Facebook. I wanted to also give a quick shout out before we end to ballwash.com for being a sponsor of this show. Make sure you go to ballwash.com, use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET, save you, what the fuck is it, 10%?
Yep.
10% of your entire order of their products from head to toe, from hole to pole, shampoos, conditioners, body washes, both in bar and liquid. Ball Guard, which helps you on the hot, sweaty days, goes on like a liquid, dries as a powder. You got their own line of boxers. Valentine's Day is here. Make sure you get your own personal lubricants when you're by yourself crying on the 14th while eating your own chocolates that no one would be able to get from you. Ballwash.com. It's time to get that funk out of your junk. That's all I got, guys. So as always, I am Travis.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freakin' Show. I'm out.